Would you be happy if your daughter brought a person with your same actions, all your attributes, characteristics, and she brought that home?
Would you honestly be happy?
Violence. The riots.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Welcome to General's Corner. I am General Mike Payne with the original Black Panthers of VA, National General under King Rick. Last week, we spoke about some of our queens. This week, as I promised, I want to speak to the kings. Or maybe let's just say our black men. Now, we have, of course, different types of black men that are seeking different things. We have some black men that are just not ready for a relationship and, still having fun out here. And we have some that are looking for queens and, trying to build something. My thing is we should be careful with mixing the two. If you're in the I'm just trying to have fun category, then you need to find queens that are just trying to have fun. If you are in the I want a relationship category and I want to build an empire and I need a partner category, then you have to be able to stand up as a real man. We cannot continue to mix the two. As some women will say, we have boys in men's bodies. It's an important statement. Now, first and foremost, I'm not saying that, anyone, including myself, is perfect and, this, that, and the third. But we must get to a point where we treat each other accordingly and we treat each other fairly and we treat each other with the dignity and the respect that we deserve. One thing I should put out that all black men should ask themselves: if you have a daughter, would you be happy if she brought you home, a person like you home, as her mate? Would you be happy if your daughter brought a person with your same actions, all your attributes, characteristics, and she brought that home? Would you honestly be happy? What I see a lot is men who aren't ready for that relationship, who aren't ready to build that empire and have that queen, leading that queen on, having fun, playing games while she's serious and wasting her time. We have some of our men who still have the mentality that women are all whores, bitches, whatever you want to call them. It's in their vernacular, their common language all day. It's spoken in the negative towards women. Maybe not directly with that woman, but in their daily speech. We have to get to a point where we erase ourselves as N-words and B's and all these different things. We cannot continue to disrespect ourselves, our women, our men, It has to come to a point where we at least respect ourselves. Now I know a lot of you will watch this and say, whatever. And go right back out with your homeboys and call women bitches and them my niggas and all that type shit. If you don't break generational curses, if you don't break these chains, you'll continue to repeat it. And for my men out there who are looking for a queen, looking for somebody they can actually build with, you must first stand up and be a real man and have to know what a real man is in order to be that man for that woman. You can't expect beautiful fruit to come from a rotten tree. You are supposed to be the foundation. You're supposed to be the stronghold. You're supposed to be what holds things together. You're supposed to be the rock of the relationship. And she should be able to depend on you in many situations. And lately, I see a lot of our women being let down on a constant basis. So, as I said, if you're the foundation and you're that tree, and the roots of that tree is rotten, how do you expect to produce good fruit? How do you expect anything with rotten roots to continue to grow and grow healthy? It just doesn't happen. So when I look out now, and once again, I always go to the music, and I hear how our men speak of not just our women, but all women, it can be quite disgusting. And how the women look at the men, kind of disgusting. It has to come a point where we want better for ourselves. You can't expect queen treatment when you are not a real man. You want her to be in there cooking, cleaning, doing all this stuff for your little funky ass, and you can't even be a man. Doesn't quite make sense. And now I'm not talking to the men who are men. I'm not talking to the hard-working black men. I'm not talking to the providers, the ones that hold down their family, and the ones that take care of all their kids and just do the most. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the ones who have crossed the two. The ones that still like to play the little games and run around and do the dumb shit and sit there and have their women thinking that they're in some type of, I guess, relationship, and they're out here just, doing the most. Or the ones that just want to use the women. And the women are expecting something different. We have to get to a point where we want better for ourselves. And if you want to play, play. But play with the right ones. Play with other people that are playing in the same game that you're playing. We must start thinking with our heads. We have children that are growing up without fathers. We have children that are growing up without mothers. And some don't have either one. Even if you are not directly in the family nucleus with your children, at least make sure you stay in contact and do the right things by those children. I'm not saying that every situation is the same. I'm not saying you ain't got women out here that's doing, weird stuff to keep you from kids and using the kid, as a pawn. I know all that happens. But your duty as a man is to still take care of that child and be there for that child as much as you possibly can. Exalt all your efforts. You know, I talk to a lot of queens out here, and the ones that I talk to that are really trying to build something and get something going, they don't really want that dude that's just out here doing the dumb shit. I guess that's the best way I can put it. Doing the dumb shit. You know, they want a real stand-up man. You know, somebody that's going to work hard. It ain't saying that you got to have the most money in the world and all that, but someone who's going to work hard to provide and build and grow and have a family. That's what they're looking for. You can't look for a queen when you're not prepared to be a king. So, on both sides, we need to get it together. But our men, the foundation, we need to step up. We need to start taking care of our women, our queens, and we need to start taking care of our women in general. The ones that aren't our queens, the ones that aren't, directly within our relationship or our love life. We have to do better. We must do better. We cannot keep leaving our women out here, and we cannot keep treating them a certain type of way, and they're in return now they lose love, and now they're treating us a certain type of way. It's becoming a circle, a tit for tat. If you remember rap music from the 90s, it was, you don't give a woman nothing, you don't pay for nothing, you use them, this, that, and the third. That was the message then. But of course we had R&B that still had love and those things. I don't know what y'all out here smashing to now. I don't know if it's NBA YoungBoy or whatever fuck. I don't know what y'all smashing to now. But R&B is about dead. It ain't nothing. The love music is pretty much gone. All that whiny, syrupy, weird shit. Look, I don't know what you're doing, but you're missing a lot. You're missing out on a lot. And the messages that are being sent out to our young people and to our young children is not messages of love. It's messages of usury, financial gain, what I can get, And now after the 90s, when we get to these days, it was what you ain't tricking if you got it. So all the men turned to tricks, and the women were using the men. So it's becoming a tit for tat. We need to do something about this. It's sad, and we are better than that as a people. We are kings and queens. We come from a lovely bloodline, and I think we can do better. So I'm asking all my men, look at yourself, step up, and try to do better. As I said, when you look at your young daughter, would you be okay if she brought home a man like you? Ask yourself that. That should solve everything. That's all I gotta say. All power to the people.
Now back to the regular broadcast.